Hey everyone, how's it going? It's That Nerd Ryan here, and today we're going to be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Now, we already talked about the first movie. I don't remember what I ranked it, but I enjoyed this movie about as much as the first one. The first one was very good, had very great Jim Carrey scenes, had great kind of. They made Deadpool kind of, Deadpool. Sonic kind of have like a Deadpool attitude, which he continues in this one, but it's turning from a Deadpool to more of a Spider-Man attitude, which is great. Still got pop culture references and everything like that, especially during the beginning, but it's less annoying. Like, it wasn't annoying in the first movie, but like it was meant to be kind of like annoying. Which, by the way, tell me if you guys like me doing like the screen in the background when I actually watch the physical copy. If not, just let me know. I think I'm gonna start doing something like this just so there's something in the background. Anyways, it. I really like this movie. I wasn't sure what I was gonna be reviewing when I woke up today, and then I just decided to pick up Sonic 2 and watch it. So let's get into talking about it. So Sonic 2 starts off on the Mushroom Planet where we see that Eggman has kind of grown accustomed to living there. He's basically built a Rube Goldberg machine to make some sort of juice to try to sustain himself off of, even though it tastes disgusting because there's a ton of spit takes right after that. He's still stuck there after about 2/3 of a year. It's like 266 days or something like that. And he creates a device that gets the attention of some other race. When they show up, he takes them out and tries to use their ring to attempt to escape. But it ends up they stop by Knuckles, where he shows up asking about Sonic's quill, asking where it's at. Um, at that point, they make a deal to try to find Sonic. And now we see Seattle, where Sonic stops a car chase, but recklessly does it. And turns out he's still living in Green Hills and is being treated as the main characters, the Wachowskis from last movie. He's basically their kid, and they treat him as such. But they're headed off to Hawaii for a wedding of Rachel, the sister that can't stand Tom. Uh, like at all. She's having a wedding in Hawaii, so they leave to Hawaii, which we get a cute scene of Sonic kind of using a ring as like an airplane and treating himself like he's a flight attendant and stuff like that, and lets them go through, and then he gets the house home alone to himself for 2 days. He ends up trashing it pretty quick and then cleans it up when the phone call comes. We are also introduced to Tails. He ends up arriving on Earth about the same time as Eggman and Knuckles. And while Sonic is sitting there watching TV with the dog, the power is cut out, and Eggman and Knuckles break into the house to fight Sonic. Knuckles basically beats the heck out of Sonic, and it turns out that he is looking for the Master Emerald, which Sonic knows nothing about. And Tails ends up saving the day by using Wade's cop car. Wade was the deputy from the last movie. So in that, we get to see Eggman's sidekick, where he is now a barista that is still obsessed with Eggman, finds out that he's back, and he helps give Eggman his army back, because the coffee shop actually ended up being a secret headquarters for Eggman. At the end of this fight, Eggman finally officially teams up with Knuckles, and Sonic and Tails team up to find the Master Emerald. They also slum it at Wade's, where they find a old message from Longclaw, which was the one that raised Sonic, basically. And Sonic and Tails officially decide to go after the Master Emerald in Siberia. During this, they in a blizzard, and they find a cabin that they come in. It's actually a tavern with very scary people in it. And basically during this, Tom is trying to contact Sonic, where they're texting back and forth, and Eggman and everybody spying on him. And we get my favorite scene, which is Knuckles reading the text back and forth, and then he's seeing the little dots that you get on the iPhone when somebody's texting back. He's like dot 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 dot, which was hilarious. And then Sonic ends up getting into a bar dance off, and right after that we get them basically escaping and finding this cave that has the origins of the Master Emerald along with a compass. And Eggman and Knuckles show up and end up trying to overwhelm Sonic and Tails, but Sonic ends up doing the famous snowboard scene from a lot of Sonic games. And when that happens, they end up crashing. Tails gets knocked out. You kind of get to see Knuckles' backstory a little bit and how he's more not a villain than he's going off to be. But it causes an avalanche, which also causes Sonic to ruin Rachel's wedding by having them throw a ring and having the avalanche hit Hawaii. And Tails is completely knocked out and down. But what actually happens was the wedding was a catfish to get to Tom and drawing a blank on Maddie. But yeah, it ends up being a sting operation to get them and Sonic arrested by the newly formed Gun, which was something like I kind of did the Leo thing because I used to be a huge Sonic fan. I'm thinking about maybe on Twitch replaying all the Sonic games, thinking about it. But anyways, so yeah, Gun is like the military operation against like Sonic's characters, I guess to say, in the real world. But yeah, so Maddie and Rachel end up saving the crew using Tails' like gadgets and stuff, and at that they get freed, and then Knuckles and Eggman end up finding where the Master Emerald is hidden, which is conveniently placed right by Hawaii, right where Sonic and Tails are at. During that, it kind of gets into some cool scenes of Sonic running on water, and then like a temple run sort of scene for Eggman and Knuckles and Sonic later on. And then we get a big scene where Eggman is about to betray Knuckles, but Sonic shows up and Sonic and Knuckles fight, which is a pretty cool fight, but Knuckles ultimately wins, but is stopped by realizing that Eggman betrayed him and was wielding the Master Emerald and disappears randomly. So at this, the temple starts falling apart and Knuckles is trapped. Sonic saves him, but due to Sonic not being able to swim, he starts drowning, but Knuckles saves him. And then Eggman basically is possessed by the Master Emerald and is using it to basically bolster up his robot army, and he creates a Jaeger, and at that time Sonic and Knuckles and Tails team up and go to fight Eggman. During this fight, Sonic is basically the distraction, so Tails and Knuckles can get in to fight Eggman, which Tails is then the distraction on that. Then Knuckles punches the Master Emerald out of Eggman. Sonic ends up retrieving the Master Emerald, but it fractures and leaves the 7 Chaos Emeralds laying there. And just before Sonic, Maddie, and Tom are about to die from Eggman crushing them in his Jaeger, Sonic goes supersonic and saves the day. And then we get the whole ending of Eggman disappearing and Sonic finding friends in Knuckles and Tails and family in Tom and Maddie, with them playing baseball and getting ice cream. And then we get the post-credit scene that confirms that Eggman has disappeared, possibly dead, but we don't know. And then we get revealed Shadow the freaking Hedgehog, who is my favorite Sonic character. If you guys remember my channel before this that I've deleted, it was Shadow's Kids Mudflap. It was named after Shadow the Hedgehog and two Transformers. But yeah, so let's go through the ranking of this movie. So I gave the story a 7 out of 10. I thought with the convenience of Hawaii being right by where the Master Emerald was hidden was kind of blatant. And then the whole sting operation didn't really make sense to me because, like, that would mean that, like, Rachel, like, fell for a guy and got a very expensive wedding within the time frame of the first two movies, which shows a lot of red flags. I mean, I know she's, like, supposed to be the crazy sister-in-law and everything, but, like, it just feels like a little too convenient. There's a lot of conveniences to the plot. The script I gave a 9 out of 10. Most of the character writing was great for that. The only one was making Knuckles, like, super dumb. I know Knuckles isn't supposed to be that bright, but, like, they kind of made him really dumb. But I still gave the characters 10 out of 10 because everybody had moments to shine. Everybody had comedic moments. Everybody that was there was meant to be there. The animation of the characters I gave a 9 out of 10. I thought that was very, very strongly done and made them actually feel like they were there, which was great. Visual effects for, like, the Jaeger and the explosions and stuff were also pretty okay. There's moments where the Jaeger kind of looked kind of weird. I know it's not called an actual Jaeger, but bear with me. So I gave it an 8 out of 10. So the total is 8.6 out of 10. That is my final score for this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's that nerd Ryan telling you, have an amazing day.